SVR General Leonid Reshetnikov on his Telegram channel gives details regarding NATO officers who, as reported in recent days, are blocked with the Azov Nazis in Mariupol, and the West is trying to evacuate them. In Mariupol, by the time the city was surrounded by Russian troops, there were 53 officers of the French military intelligence DGSE. At the beginning of the blockade of Mariupol, they were forcibly kept by militants from the Azov National Regiment, as a human shield and so that the main command of the armed forces of Ukraine would have an incentive to unblock the Mariupol pocket. The officers of the German military intelligence BND, who arrived on March 30, 2022 to resolve the issue with their French colleagues, were also detained, despite guarantees from the command of the armed forces of Ukraine and the command of the National Azov Regiment located in Kyiv. In addition to them, there is a group of volunteers in Mariupol, former and current officers from Canada, Sweden and the UK, as well as a detachment of Syrian Turkomans with extensive experience in urban combat in Syria. The total number of these volunteers is not precisely established. Among them there may be career intelligence officers from the Canadian CSIS, the Swedish Must and the British Mi-6. Numerous attempts by Emmanuel Macron to resolve the issue through Volodymyr Zelensky were unsuccessful. He has no real control over the militants of the National Azov Battalion in Mariupol. Macron's telephone conversations with Vladimir Putin also failed, despite Macron's threat to resort to blocking the Russian central bank's account in France. Putin all the time appealed to Zelensky that only the president of Ukraine, and not Russia, could influence the militants of the National Azov Battalion.